Join with us as we engage into this realm which you can turn into. Come to a place of rest and peace. Settle down. Let your heart open up and turn in to this realm of the abundance of the heart of the Creator who loves you so much. And in this place, open your heart to experience this realm with us.
Well, I'm just going to say that I saw white everywhere, bright white. And then I saw gemstones hanging in the air, almost like stars, um, and various colors and various sizes.
Lisa, I was getting the impression with these bright lights um, that were these lights kind of like a spotlight shining on the emeralds, like perhaps like a gallery that was um, presenting something unique. Was it that kind of a setting?
Well, the first time when I saw it, I thought it was the gemstones were on a wall. And then as I started walking deeper in, I saw that they are close by or they are far away. And that's why I thought about stars. And it doesn't end. It doesn't end. But there's definitely a sense of this is I want to say a display, but it's like because Jesus is standing with me. In fact, he just took out a fishing rod and he said, cast, and then you can, whatever you can catch, you can draw closer and then we can see what it is. Um, but it's almost like you know, have a look. These are gemstones. This is, and each one of those are then a deeper, or that's the impression that I got as I was eating the first one, is it's a different realm. It's so each one of those, as you ingest it, it's a realm in itself.
Yeah, I really got this sense, and even more so now uh, that Father is showcasing something very unique here and bringing it to light, um, so that we can't miss it. I mean, it's really special. Um, I don't know if they're attributes or just the uniqueness of each of us, or but it's being highlighted for that for some reason. Yeah. I also feel it's got something to do with matters of the heart. I'm feeling that strongly as well. A heart connection there, getting to the heart of a matter, perhaps.
So, could it be a trading realm or the trading realm of the realm of abundance? Because it is all a trade, but I mean, the expression of that is what I was thinking. I saw this realm, which was like very soft white, like a soft white realm, and it was also like a big expanse of a room, but on the sides, all around the sides, were these angels, all dressed in like the soft white, and they all had these wings with these eyes all over, and so I was, and with the gemstones, so I was thinking, is this to do with actually understanding trading and the trading into the gemstones? What are those gemstones? And earlier I saw Jesus on the cross, and I just recognized he made trades. Not only did he made a trade against the sin and death, against destroying the works of Satan and Satan himself, in other words, removing his power. So he made a trade there, but he made a trade. I was seeing it this way, like he traded on the sin of our false images and the fruit of it. So he made that trade. He said, I'll take your false images and the fruit of it, and I will give you the true image. And then he traded on the sorrow, as he was wounded by our sin, bruised by our iniquity, bore our sorrow. And so he said, I'll make a trade. I'll take your sorrow and I'll give you abundant life. And I'll take your sicknesses and diseases, and I'll give you divine health and immortality. So all the way along, even in the garden, he made a trade. He made a trade, and he said, I'll choose to go and reveal love. I'll choose to go and take love, and I'll take your hatred and I'll give you love. So it was all a constant trade Jesus was making that I was seeing.
I really resonate with that as well. As I was looking at these gemstones, I kept hearing and seeing two words, mature sons in the finished work of Christ. And that was really being expressed through that.
Let me just say, I don't have understanding yet, and that's where the rest of you come in and maybe, just engaging longer. But I'm just gonna, because it's very vivid, just the elements. So the first one that I ate was a soft, purple gemstone and I ate it, and I could actually see my teeth marks, in it as I was eating it. And it had that that texture. And then Jesus cast out a fishing rod, and there was a blue stone that came closer. And as I was holding it in my hand, it was almost as big as my hand, and it was a very vivid purple fruit. And as I opened it, there were many, many balls inside of it, if I can put it that way, with the same color, very vivid blue. Uh, it's a dark blue, royal, purplish fruit. And then even the juice, because the juice stained my hands and my mouth as I was eating it. It was like ink. It was everywhere. It stained. And then all of a sudden I had a very soft pinkish orange, oh, sorry, not, yeah, I don't know what the color name is, but it's a pink with a little bit of orange in it. But it was a flower that just opened up in my hand. It was actually, it just opened completely in my hand, and I saw how I put it down into water. And it was, floating on the water. So I'm just saying these things, just not to negate anything, but maybe it comes together later. But it's very vivid.
Just a comment I got on when you were sharing, Lisa. I felt that eating something like eating that stone or the fruit, it's kind of like meditating, ruminating, meditating on something, meditating on the substance of it.
Yes, because I don't know what it is. It feels like, I know Jesus is standing with me and he's saying, you know, have at it. So have a look at this, have a look at that. It's almost like Mark used earlier, a display. So it's like he's showing various elements. Not one of them are the same. But just after I spoke and when you started speaking, I just realized with the water, the flour that I put into the lake or water, there's definitely trading. It is to do with trading.
Something else that's just coming to me to realize that we can, like I'm saying that we can taste like you did, Lisa. We can bites, chew on or take in and eat what we're being shown. We can just put it straight into our belly. We can put it in the garden of our heart. We can also stand in it. So basically, it's like experiencing the spirit of it, the atmosphere of it, the substance of what it is in various ways.
When I first went in, I asked the Lord to show me or to help me engage the realm of the abundance of joy. And that I knew his joy was my strength. And so first thing I saw was a lot of every shade you could possibly imagine of blue. And I was flying through it, and it was exhilarating. And because I was going really fast, and it was like woohoo, type of thing. And then I tasted chocolate mousse, and just been um really, as you said, meditating on that taste, because that's something you just don't put in your mouth and then swallow and move on to the next bite. It's something you want your entire mouth to taste. And so when you said meditating, I'm like, oh yeah, that's what that does. Yeah. So and then the song, of course, trading my sorrow, sickness, and shame for the joy of the Lord, that keeps running through my head. So, but I'm moving very quickly through everything. And we dropped into the ocean, and then we came out, and just a fast, fun, frolic type of thing.
I just realized now, the fishing rod, the whole time I'm hearing the word cast it out, cast. And I was thinking about casting your cares on him. So it is about trading, because as I cast the rod out, or the whatever out, I can reel it back in to see what I have received. So as we cast out, we reel back in, and every time there's a new treasure um, to see and explore, or whatever.
Yes, Lisa. You know what Jesus said, the trade, come to me, all you who are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Trade. You may be led to take some time here and allow yourself to trade. Make some trades as the Spirit is showing you things. Trade out of things, trade into truth, trade into the love, the peace, the rest. I think those angels have to do with specifically with the abundance realm.
What I'm seeing in this realm, it is the rest that I'm in and the now, and how everything that I have need of, every single thing I have need of, is supplied as and when it is needed, because it's now. I don't have to think about what do I need in the future. As I embrace what is required and what is necessary, that has already been released before I have even asked or spoken. It has already been released in the realm of abundance. And as a co-heir, I just take hold of it, and Father manifests it in and through me.
I love that you said, and Father manifests it in and through you, and you were talking about rest. Because I'm sorry guys, I'm just saying what I saw. So just after the flower, um there was a color green, and I started pulling, and it was a huge massive leaf, and it actually folded quite completely around me, and I was completely cocooned in this huge massive leaf. And the next moment I was on a swing, and the next moment I was on a merry-go-round, and then I said, okay, Jesus, where are you? It's like I'm having this joyful time. And I wrapped myself into him, where I basically climbed into him, where I wanted to see what he is doing. So I, like a child, I'm just like, hey, Jesus, what are you doing? And then I saw Jesus sitting at the side of a lake, and he's fishing, but he's very, very calm. And then for some reason, I saw myself sitting next to him saying, "Okay, so what are you doing?" And he said, I'm fishing. So I knew that this is the realm, and I was aware of the angels that Michelle was speaking about standing right around. But Jesus was concentrating. And as he was concentrating, I realized that that is a realm below the water, and then there's a realm above the water, which is obviously, this abundance realm. And he was fishing, so, having bait or something on the points of his string. Sorry, I'm not a fisherman. And but he was concentrating. It's like he was saying he's been waiting for this for a long time. So I sat back and I saw he got a bite, and then he started reeling it in, and a man walked out of the water, and the man was then drenched in water, and Jesus said, "Come sit next to me." And they started talking. And I just got the sense of, you know, he wants to express this realm to so many people. In fact, um, he wants to draw us into it. But for us to understand this realm, we can explore it. We know that we have everything, and there's wonders, things we haven't even begun to imagine. Um, but the idea is actually to draw more people in. I don't know. But anyway, but you were talking about peace and rest, and you were talking about having everything now. And
He was showing me, he took he took me back in time, and I was sitting with him on the beach when Peter was fishing, and he said to Peter, "Cast your net out on the other side." And I just saw Peter say, "We've been out all night and we've caught nothing, but at your word, I will do that." And he said to me, "As you rest in me and you rest in Father's love and allow Holy Spirit to show you where to cast your net, when you draw that net in, there is more than enough to meet every physical need. And there is more than enough to share with others." And I just literally saw that Peter trying to draw in that net, and the net was almost bursting. And he said, that is the realms of abundance. The Spirit showing you where to cast the net, where to go, and how to receive. Not of yourself, but of the Spirit, not by power nor by might, but by my Spirit. And I'm just seeing a whole different dimension of understanding on abundance. It's not there's a work of on my behalf of, it's not a work that I'm doing to try and achieve abundance. It's because completion has already taken place. I just step into it. And whatever is required, the Spirit will lead and show us how and what.
Yeah, first of all, as he traded, Peter traded into his old thoughts, right? Oh no, well, in the natural, we've tried all night, right? First, he traded into that. Then he changed his mind and he traded into Jesus's word. When he traded into what Jesus said, saw the abundance.
Yeah. And as people were sharing, I have this image of the when Jesus multiplied the 5 loaves and the 2 fishes, and he's saying that this is the realm of abundance. It's what we have, and that's what he takes us into the abundance, because he asked the disciples, what do you have? And they said, there's a little boy here that has 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes. So it's what we have in him, what we have in our hands, that he takes us into the abundance. So he's giving us something to begin with. And he said, with that, trusting in him, then he takes us, he multiplies it, and that's the realm of abundance.
Yeah, fabulous,
Lovely.
Florence. When you said that, what came to me too was he gave it. He gave what he had. The little boy, whatever. He gave what he had. So he traded it to Jesus, and Jesus multiplied it. So I love that, but he give what we have to him. Isn't it true? Is it true that it's what we give to him that multiplies rather than that we multiply it? As sons in union with him.
Yes, because while you were talking, what came to mind was the one has so many coins and they worked with it, but one person that only had 1 coin, buried it and it was even taken away. But what you have, you work with it, you trade with it, and you get more.
I love what Dimitri said also when he's talking about that it's now already ours or already given. And I'm thinking about any vision of desire of our hearts. I'm seeing it as that vision is already there. It's already there in the manifestation. We just agree. We just say yes, and we accept it, and we just and so we're not trying to get that vision to come to pass. We're not walking it out in our own strength. We're just recognizing it's already here. It's already now because it's come to me. It's a vision of the heart of God. I know it's in the heart of God. So it's already yes and amen. Yes and amen. It's already. And so if I, meditating in that, trading into that reality in my heart, actually is making the room for it to manifest in the natural.
Yeah, that's it. So
But
we
I-
did it.
Go ahead, Jimmy.
Carry on then.
What I got is it began with the Father. The Father gave the Son, and on the cross, Jesus gave the Spirit. Father, into your hand I commit my spirit. It is better to give than receiving. Giving is receiving. So love give, it expands. If I lift it up, I draw all men unto me. He gave up the ghost, and now we are all one indeed. So it's part of trading. It begins with the Father who will give himself.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I love that.
Mm.
Also, what I'm getting is I'm sitting around this lake and there's all these angels and there's absolutely everything that you can possibly imagine is at your hand. So it's not like we're grabbing various things and stuffing it into pockets because later we won't have any. Because I see myself as a child in this place. So you can touch something, pick it up, you can eat it, you can look at it, you can give it away. I found myself picking up little stones as I'm sitting next to Jesus and he's talking to this man, and I'm picking up these little gemstones and I gave it to this person. But I just realized that you don't hold on to anything, because you have everything. There's, even when something comes to you, it is yours to give again. What I'm trying to say, it's like it should flow constantly because there's no lack. There's no, it's not like holding out for this one thing that I really, really want. And when I've got it, then, oh, at last I've got it. It's more like just standing with open hands the whole time. There's nothing of closing your hand, of saying, okay, now, no, it's I don't know how to express it, but it's if you stand in this realm now, you have everything now, and it's the only thing to do with everything that you have is to give it away. You have to give it away because that's what it's there for. It's to share, because that's what I felt with Jesus casting in his line, into the water, because I was sitting next to him and then also fishing. It's like, I want to give what is in this realm to others and draw them into this realm, because there's so much and there's abundance of everything. And the nicest thing to do is to give it to someone, to say, hey, look at this. This is yours.
Uh, I was just like meditating on the abundance of heaven, and I was just seeing there's no lack of anything. There's no lack in any form whatsoever. And then the scripture just came to me, thy will be done on earth as in heaven. In the fullness of what is in heaven will be manifest on earth. We just need to believe, and we need to know that it has been released. It's no longer believing and hoping for, it's the knowledge that it has been done. Everything that possibly could be required and needed is there. There's no lack in the heavens. So now we just rest in that reality. And as we rest in it, it manifests and materializes in physical form.
Like the verse that come to me, Jesus said to the young wood, to the rich man, go sell all you have and give it to the poor. Then he said to him, and you will have abundance, and come follow me.
Yes.
And also, the Lord clearly said this to me when he said to them, if you look at a woman, you lust for her in your heart, you already committed adultery with her in your heart. But he said, if you look at someone you desire to do good, to bless, you already blessed that person. Like Jimmy was saying, it's not just money, it's our motive giving, our good attention giving, our desire to do the right thing. Godliness with contentment is great gain. There's a gain right there when you forward, a goodness. When you bless, it is better to bless. Bless is giving. It is giving. It's giving. It's constantly giving. We can just give all day long, all the time. just shoot and it's really giving. It's just amazing. The express image. Yeah.
I want to make a suggestion, but at least I know you all know that I'm a little bit weird. So if it doesn't resonate with you, just say no. But this is just what I'm feeling, and maybe I'll just do it on my own or whatever. But I almost want to invite everybody to sit on the side of this lake and cast in your rods, but take something that you think someone in the world, like $10,000 or a husband or joy or just whatever the Holy Spirit places on your heart. Let us cast in our rods into the water and give. So in other words, because we have access to the heavenly places, to this realm at the moment, we know that we can have everything that is in this realm, but understanding that the joy is in giving it, like Jesus did with his rod and saying, I was waiting for this one person because I've got something special for this one person. So this is me giving that person something, and then it's drawing that person into the heavenlies. But it's just something that I feel, and I'll just sit there and cast in but it feels like, I want to give abundance. I want to give something special for someone, even if and I know this sounds maybe a little bit freaky, and maybe I'm not, but even a baby to someone who is crying out for a baby, or someone that is in sorrow and needs healing, just various things, whatever resonates with you. But let us cast in, because we are in this place. It's almost like picking from these gems and casting it in and saying, let us bring it to earth. Let us throw it into earth and say,
I just had the most beautiful picture, Lisa, as you started saying, that's just what we must cast in. I saw all of us sitting on that bank, and the Spirit said to me, have a look at the sinkers. What are they made of? And I looked, and instead of lead, they were all gold. All the sinkers, the weights, the fishing weights that were on to cast the line out were gold. They were solid, pure gold and not lead. And the Lord said, now, how big a piece of gold do you want to cast in there? And I took a whole gold bar and cast it in.
Wow. I could concur with that. I experienced this. I was at the beach in Fort Lauderdale, meditating. And the Lord reminded me this verse, cast your bread into the sea, and after many days it will come back to you. And I literally felt led to go to the water, literally throw myself with no holding, no nothing. I literally just, with no defense, like I give myself without, preparing any fall. And I literally throw myself into the water and stay there for a while, like I will just throw something away. Like I literally give it. I just throw myself. I literally did that. Oh my God. What amazing experience that was.
Yeah.
I'm for doing that. I felt like what you also said, Serge, about blessing, and the beauty of that is so much a part of releasing abundance, releasing the realm. And so I'm all for taking the fishing rod and
Yes.
doing this as an activation. Anybody else want to join in?
Oh, I
Yes,
did
I
it.
also want to join in.
You want to
Many
join in?
people. I threw. As she
Yeah.
said that, I was in agreement 100%.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. So, and let's share what we get then, right? Are you having fun yet? I'm having lots of fun.
Well,
Can we
I
do
have
it again? This time, intentionally remember to touch it to the right side. Can we just do it one more time? Unless God leads somebody to do it again. I don't know, but it's one more time. Remember, cast the nest to the right side and throw it to the right side intentionally. 1, 2, 3.
I had so much fun just before you said that, Serge, about throwing out net onto the right side. I was just using the fishing rod and I just had so much fun releasing blessings, and I got joy in specific things that with specific people that I was just releasing various blessings to, and I saw them receiving those blessings, and that brought me so much joy.
This is crazy. This is crazy abundance. Michelle, truly, I just hear thunder. And the Lord just remind me the former rain, the latter rain, fearfully falling. I just hear it. Real thunder outside like it's gonna rain. I just hear real thunder. And that's what come to me. Remember the former rain, the latter rain.
Oh, it was amazing. I was also, Michelle, having fun with this beautiful carbon fiber top of the line rod, casting in with my gold's weight on the end and just releasing it out as blessings to people. And then when Serge said cast your net on the right side of the boat, instead of little lead weights on the bottom of the net, I had little gold weights on the bottom of the net, and I had these little orb bubbles that were the floats on the top of the net. And as I drew the net in, it was full of these silver and gold fish. And as I pulled them out of the water, these living fish just became solid gold and solid silver. And the Lord said, that is the abundance that is available. Just draw it in. And as you release it to others, it'll come pouring back to you.
I was seeing a woman that she was holding two small children, and she had a tear-streaked face, and her face was lifted up, almost to, if she's underwater, to the surface of the water. And she was crying out to God. So I cast in, there was a specific amount of money, even to the cent, that she was needing. But then I tied a scroll of revelation onto the same gift. I don't want to say bait, but gift, so that there's, revelation that comes with it, spiritual revelation with a scroll. And then Jesus said to me, but bless just because you can bless, not necessarily to pull them in, to bring them into this realm, but also just to bless because there's so much. And then I started taking gemstones and things around me, and I started almost like skipping rocks over the water, and then it plumps into the water, and then just throwing it into the water, even without a fishing rod. And the joy of it, just to bless. And I heard Jesus laugh. It's like, yes, just bless, because that's who we are. That's who I am.
Oh Lord, you've got a sense of humor. I saw a fish pop up out of the water and it says to me, watch where you're throwing those great big chunks of gold right on their head. Oh Lord.
I guess we're getting the revelation that we are abundance realm traders. We are blessing traders.
Yes, and it's you know, this is what we do in this realm, is we bless each other because we are blessed. And I'm aware of the angels with all these eyes, and it's different dimensions and also timelines. And so this realm, everything comes back to this realm, or this realm has access to absolutely any dimension and any time.
That's what we're
And I also,
doing. Go ahead.
no, I just wanted to say, I feel like we must come here more often so that we can bless more people.
And I was going to say, that's what we're doing in one accord. We are in one accord. You see, again, like you say, giving is receiving. It is better to give than receiving. But, and the one accord we in, we just giving. We're not expecting to receive anything. We just give. We all giving. And when we cast on this, we're giving, we're giving, we're giving. We're giving in one accord. We just giving. We're giving, we're giving, we love, we bless, we're giving, we love, we bless. We're all doing the same thing. And one accord, we're giving. What's multiply, we're giving. We increase, we're giving, we're giving, we're giving, we're giving, we're giving. Again, Jimmy, if the boy give 2 fish, he multiplied, how much more we giving? 10,000 fish, we're giving abundant fish. You know, it multiplies the more we giving, 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 giving. We're giving, we're giving, we're giving, we bless, we giving, we love, no condition, we just giving.
That's
Yes,
all
so
to do,
true.
all to do with the intent of the heart. But the more your heart is pure, the more you release for the purpose of blessing. And it's like when I saw those fish becoming solid gold, it wasn't for hoarding up, it was for handing out to everybody that was there. It was just a case of just handing them out, that there was no lack amongst any.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, beautiful. And I love what Florence also said about that, the revelation that what we already have to give, we already have within us. You know, we're not looking to try and get something in order to give. It's already all within us, and we're just surrendering to give and understand this. This is the flow. The abundance realm is the governance realm of heaven. It's the governance realm of heaven, the kingly realm of heaven is all about abundance. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what
Michelle, as you were, sorry.
No, carry on.
As you're talking, you're talking about what is in us. What I saw is, you know, there is no lack in me, because as you walk around in this place, in this dimension, say for instance, and it's just an example, that I had a certain amount of money that I need to pay. It's almost like I can take that and trade it. So my lack of something, I can leave, and I can take the abundance of what is in this realm. So even and then if even if you've got a lack of affection in your life, or a lack of love, or a lack of understanding, or any even the lacks that you have, you can use as a trade. You take it out of yourself and you put it down, and then you take what is in this realm and you are overflowing. So yes, we are overflowing with goodness and just wonderful things. But as we are here, we are internally also changed. We are I almost want to say it's impossible not to be changed by being in this place, because even the things that we lack or used to lack before we came here, you lack no more, because now you are overflowing with those wonderful things of heaven.
And
I'm
we,
reminded,
okay.
sorry, you remember on the offering on the temple when everybody was giving out of the abundance, the lady that gave too much, Jesus said she gave more than them all. So you see what you're saying, out of that lack she gave it, and it was way more than all of them, but she gave all sharp. Oh my God. Yes.
Yes, exactly. Wow. Eloisa says she's loving this and she's loving the abundance. I missed her the chat there. Sorry. Feels so good. I'm full of abundance and I like letting it go to flow to others. Yeah, that's what she said. Thank you, Eloisa. Yeah.
And who we are when it comes to lack, when it comes to love, the Lord take me to this experience when I was practicing, when you were teaching me about the unconditional love. Okay, it's like, and this is true. On the natural, we try to love or someone love you, but when you encounter him, when you encounter Jesus, you're not trying to love him. You just love him, and his love is like, it just love his. There's no, and the heaven, he's loving you, you loving him. It's just love, period. It's like, whoa, it's, you can't afford not to love him. You don't have to try to love him. It's just love.
Yeah, exactly.
Love is, there's no question about that. It's you feel it, and your inmost being and everything is just love. It's wow. So you bring that here, living this out, every day. My God, it's just unbelievable it's just amazing. You are up, people looking at you like you weird, can't express this. Like you gotta experience this.
Yes, and that scripture, has blessed us with every blessing in heavenly places. So every single blessing in heavenly places, he has blessed us with. We have every single blessing in heavenly places already ours. Yay! We are abundance blessers.
That's all part of being in the now.
Yes.
He has blessed us. Therefore, it's not going to happen. Now is, it's the reality. It's there.
Yeah.
I
So
now,
carry on, Lisa.
sorry, just quickly, I now understand why I was eating this fruit in the beginning. I saw this flower and these various things. We only have abundant blessings. We even have blessings we don't know about. It's like there's still mysteries to uncover, and that is why playing in this place just gives us it gives us things that we say we have abundance, and then we have a certain idea of what we think that abundance is. The abundance is even far more further reaching than our imagination could possibly go, because there is more and more and more, and it just never ever.
Yeah, I would say we've begun the journey of becoming familiar with Jesus and the abundance realm that he's taken us into, to be co-heirs with him on. We've just begun the journey. And I'm, Louisa says, my heart is full of overflowing love. I'm strongly feeling this abundance. And so I think, we've just begun all these beautiful treasures that we've seen and we've been shown and we've been, engaging in with Jesus on today. It's been amazing. And it's just the beginning of entering into and participating as sons in the abundance realm. So we feel complete. I'll close the recording.
The abundance, Michelle, is that, remember, if you don't eat my flesh, drink my blood, you have no part of me. So therefore, we eat the flesh and drink his blood. We are part of him. And also, the Lord teach me this, that, okay, he descended to the lowest part of the earth. He who descended, it is him who ascended far above principality. He went higher than the heaven. No one, regardless what anyone life circumstances, you cannot descend any lower. He already descended to the lowest. So we always on top of him. So you see, no one can ever be fully 100% lost. You can never descend to a lower place where you cannot be restored.
Very
That's
good.
why restoration of all things is possible, because he already first descended to the lowest part of the earth. So when you descend low, you are on top of him. He's always, lifting you up.
Very good. Very good,
Lifting
Serge.
us up.
Yeah.
So how low can it be? We're gonna give up.
And the reality, we have ascended with him
Yes.
into that.
Amen.
We have ascended far, we are far above.
Yeah.
Higher than the heaven. He descended, he lived higher than the heaven, yeah.
We are far above every power and principality, every name that's ever been named. We are in him, above them.
And outside of all of his creation, in him, outside of all of his creation. Outside. So yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? Wow. I think it's just been so beautiful that we've enjoyed wisdom. And wisdom, we just honor you. I want to say I honor you and love you and thank you for continuing, wisdom, to carry out all that you are to us. I embrace you, and I embrace you for Company of Heaven Dwellers, those who join in. I just embrace you, wisdom. Thank you for what you did to show us that you were calling us out of wrong trading. And now we're realizing even more clearly that it's all about trading. It's all about trading. And I'm so thankful that we have had some trading experience in the realms of heaven today with you, Jesus, and some revelations and things that have opened up to us. And I'm so thankful to you that you traded. You traded by coming in our image. You traded by giving up all your glory to come into this image. And you traded in every way in perfection, all through your being in this earth, and you traded into the cross. You made your trades. And you made a public spectacle of the enemy, triumphing over him in the cross. No wonder Father sits in the heavens and laughs at his enemies. That's a good trade, guys. Oh, yeah, that's a good trade. All right, guys. Bless you all. I'm going to switch the recording off.